Let's get it. Please subscribe to the channel, Certified Truth TV, MVP. Let's have the conversation.
You don't look like a white supremacist to me, certified.
I don't think so.
What are they talking about?
Well, they're trying to divide people more and more, right? If you disagree with the narrative, their narratives, they label you as a racist. They label you as right-wing extremist, right? And they've been doing it ever since COVID.
He's World Economic Forum, and he's net zero carny, and that's all he'll be.
You have a news scam every time you hear about more that people are digging into it. Now he doesn't have any participate in a French debate with Poilievre.
Well, his excuses are changing from day to day. Mark Carney says he doesn't want.
Right, the excuses change from day to day. It's so crazy. So crazy. But let's talk about it. Pierre, Poilievre, Canada First. It's been half a year. The verdict is in. Here's to make sure my audio is good. Okay, so that's good there. So I just want to play this. And I want to see what's going on here. Okay, so this is Pierre. He was live today. Let's see what he has to say.
Affordable. Streets are safe, borders are secure, and everyone is united under our proud flag. These are things that all Canadians want, whether they voted for us or voted for Liberals. In fact, the Liberals made a lot of really wonderful promises. And we wanted them, the good promises, the ones we agreed with, to succeed. And that's why we collaborated in the spring session to help get things done that we wanted. And even though they were often too small and too late, we wanted to be a helpful part of the solution.
Okay.
And we want for the country to succeed.
I mean, I would think so.
We need to take a very careful look at Mr. Carney's many promises and compare them to the results. Do the words match the deeds? Let's go through them one by one.
Yeah, let's go through.
First, he promised the fastest growing economy in the G7. He's delivered the fastest shrinking economy in the G7.
Okay.
With the second highest
Remember, these are the elbows up people that voted for this. It's really crazy. Why vote for nothing? Why, it made you feel good? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. But what was the point? Like, there was no, you didn't succeed at all with the elbows up. Right? Didn't succeed at all. You lied to people. Okay, I just posted that there. Right? You completely lied to people. It's really disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. You know? This is what they have done. They have destroyed Canada. Completely have destroyed Canada. And you can be naive. You can dance around the issue. But that's the facts. Let's see if try to make sure my audio. Okay, here we go. So we're good now. Okay, so let's continue on.
employment, the worst household debt,
Let's go back.
and compare them to the results. Do the words match the deeds? Let's go through them one by one. First, he promised the fastest growing economy in the G7. He's delivered the fastest shrinking economy in the G7.
Oh,
With the second highest unemployment, the worst household debt, and the worst housing prices. That's not what Canadians voted for.
nope.
He said that he should be judged by the prices at the grocery stores.
Okay.
Anybody who's been to the grocery store would judge him very badly. In fact, not only have food prices not come down, they are rising faster today than when he took office 6 months ago.
Yep.
He promised to build, baby, build. And ever since, it has been block, baby, block. Let's start with home building. He said he would double home building. And only a few months ago, his own housing agency says home building will fall by 13%. It's already fallen by half in Toronto and the greater GTA, where the homes are most in need of building.
Wow.
Today, he's going to roll out a brand new bureaucracy. You know, the funny thing is we all agree that Canada has everything you need for affordable homes. In fact, housing should be dirt cheap because we have the most dirt to build on.
Okay.
We have the builders, we have the trades, we have the companies, they have the money. They'd love to get building. What's standing in the way is bureaucracy.
Government.
And so Mark Carney's solution is to add another bureaucracy that will only slow things down. It took him 6 months to set up a new office, an office that has not built a single new home. He promised to build nation-building projects at, quote, unimaginable speeds. Well, it's been 6 months. He has not granted a permit for a single new nation-building project. And last week, we saw the display of a prime minister announcing that he was going to refer to a new bureaucracy, a series of 5 projects that had already been approved. Some of them were already under construction. There is a rumor that next week the prime minister will announce that he's considering approving construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway. He promised the elbows up. And where did the elbows go from there? The elbows are down.
Elbows down.
Again and again, and got absolutely nothing in return. This was after he promised that he would negotiate a win with the Americans and have a deal by July 21st. Here we are, the middle of September, no deal, and the tariffs, the American tariffs on Canada have doubled since the Prime Minister took office, promising that he could, quote, handle Trump. That's not what Canadians voted for. He said he would spend less, and yet his deficit spending looks to be 100% bigger than what Justin Trudeau left behind. He said there would be more investment. Remember that? Spend less, invest more. $62 billion of net investment has left since he became Prime Minister in what the National Bank says is the biggest net outflow of investment in any 5-month period in Canadian history. He promised that after 10 years of Liberal government driving up costs and crime and chaos, that he would be different. And yet, sadly, everything is worse.
Everything is worse.
The cost of living is worse.
Yep.
How
Under
building
Mark
is
Carney.
worse. Divisions are worse. The tariffs are worse.
Hold on. Let me show you what they were doing. Hold on. Let me show you some elbows up boomers that voted for the demise of Canada. So let me show you this here. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so insane. So let's play some elbows up, but really the elbows are down now. The elbows are down now. Hold on. Look, let's play some of the elbows up. Look. Down, put your elbows down. Yo, this is what they do. Put their elbows down. Down. Elbows down. Crazy. Okay. What else do we got for elbows down? Where is some of these videos? Oh, here you know, it's a meme. It's actually elbows down. It's not elbows up. But let's see, elbows up boomers. Let's see if we can find that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really cover that. Oh, yeah, here's one of the elbows up boomers. All right, he gives you the middle finger. That's what they do. People on their side give you the middle finger because they can't debate, and they can't accept someone's differing opinions. Clearly, because they destroyed the economy.
Crime is worse. Immigration is worse.
Everything is worse.
Not what Canadians voted for. What we are getting from Mark Carney is the same liberal bait and switch. Say one thing and do the opposite.
Say one thing and do the opposite.
We're not giving up.
Pierre's right.
To turn things around. We'll work with any party from any party in order to make this session a success for the Canadian people. That's why we were so cooperative in helping the things pass that we agreed with in the spring session, and it's why we will work even harder in the fall session. We will oppose things we're against, support things we're for, but we will also propose solutions to the problems Liberals have created. For example, on housing. We have real solutions. Let's take the GST off all home buyers up to $1.3 million. Let's get rid of the capital gains tax whenever anyone invests their proceeds in building new homes. Let's incentivize the municipalities to speed up permits, free up land, and cut development charges, and let's cap immigration so that we can add homes faster than people and put roofs over the heads of Canadians. Those are real solutions. Real solutions to reverse the Liberal crises of crime, of costs, of home building, of immigration. Real solutions to make our country stronger and more united. Our mission is stronger take-home pay with lower taxes, affordable homes, and food. Safer streets by locking up the criminals that Liberals have turned loose. Solid borders by bringing immigration under control. A self-reliant Canada by passing the Canadian Sovereignty Act to open our country up for business, remove the bureaucracy, and build pipelines, ports, power lines, mines, LNG plants, and more. We need to get building to put our country
and that will
with
boost the
money-making
economy.
projects, not money-losing projects. Our goal is...
Right? Like, that's going to boost the economy in Canada. You can build LNG plants, mines. You know what I'm saying? We want the economy to be better than what it is now. Right now, the economy is not doing well in Canada. And I'm going to pull up this from Grok. Let's see. I'm just searching Grok right now. Oh. Okay, so Grok has broken it down. I gotta pull this up here. Right, so Grok has broken it down. It says key economic indicators as of September 2025. Indicator GDP growth minus 1.6% quarter 2 2025 versus quarter 2 2024. Seasonally adjusted annualized decline for third straight month in June. Quarter 2 contraction driven by net trade pullback and manufacturing slowdown. Early Q3 data suggests stabilization, but no rebound yet. 2 consecutive quarters of decline technically indicate a recession. Per GDP growth expected to strengthen slightly in H2 due to lower interest rates boosting household spending. Unemployment rate 7.1% August 2025, plus 0.2 percentage points from July, up from 6.9% in July. Economy lost 65,500 jobs in August, mostly part-time, with layoff rate at 1%. Highest non-pandemic level since 2016. Expected to rise to 7.5 by year end amid cooling labor market. Youth and full-time private sector jobs hit hardest. Total employment up 1.5% year over year, but stagnant since January. Inflation close to 2% headline. Recent months core inflation above target. Stable but underlying pressures rising due to tariffs. Expected to exceed 2% through 2025 before easing. This is what the elbows up people voted for. You lose. Once again, you lose. They don't want to vote for their interests.
Canada, where people can afford their lives.
They don't want to vote for their interests.
Streets. We want to bring down costs, lock criminals up, pump the brakes on immigration, get shovels in the ground and paychecks in pockets. Our purpose is to restore the promise of Canada, a Canada where hard work is rewarded, where homes and food are affordable, where streets are safe, where borders are solid, and where our flag flies proudly above a united country, Canada. Let's get to work. Thank you. Thank you.
So I think it's a great speech by Pierre Poilievre. I hope he can change it tomorrow. I think they're back in Parliament tomorrow. So I hope they can change it tomorrow. So Rachel Gilmore is banned allegedly in the United States. So it's highly likely that far-left Canadian YouTuber Rachel Gilmore will be banned from entering the United States of America over a post about Charlie Kirk. I don't know if that might be true. That might be true. I don't know what else we have here. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if the CBC. I want to see if CBC's. I want to play CBC's Canada First thing. I just want to show you guys their narrative. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I probably don't have it. Let me see if I can find it on my channel. Yeah, I don't think I shared it. Crap. Yeah, I don't think I shared it. I can try YouTube. Let's see. Okay, here's one. Okay, watch this.
6 people have been arrested after 2 protest groups squared off near Christie Pitts Park this afternoon. One side gathered to express their opposition to immigration in Canada when they were met with counter-demonstrators. The counter-protesters encircled the Canada First rally. Toronto police formed a barrier between the 2 groups. Police closed off Bloor Street for a period of time. Tactical officers with riot weapons moved in, although the crowd dispersed without an issue. The march continued along Bloor before heading south to Sankofa Square.
That's it. There's
tonight. Dueling demonstrations
lead
to arrests with immigration.
This one is 20.
At the center of it all.
Okay, here we go. This one is 23 minutes. I just want to show you the narrative.
The anti-immigration rally and the counter-protest.
I'm not saying no to immigrants. I say we need to slow it down.
Not in our park, not in our community.
Clashes and confrontations. Just how many people were arrested? Videos of violence flooding social media.
Once the genie's out of the bottle, it's very, very difficult.
So again, I just want to say this clearly, man. Canada and the United States, we're in a revolution. It's the counter-revolution. I mean, clearly, we are living through a revolution. High crime, the cost of living, high taxes, people can't afford housing. You're going to see a revolution. This is the start of the revolution. I'm really starting to believe this. Really starting to believe this. But anyway, I digress.
To stop it.
Can we protect kids from graphic content, or has it
become
unavoidable?
No, it's too late. Should have thought about that before.
Plus, the debate heating up over hosting a Harry Potter event.
It's really important that we protect minorities that are being attacked.
Why some want the Forbidden Forest to stay out of Stanley Park.
CTV National News with Heather Butts.
Good evening. Highly charged and at times violent protests took over the streets of Canada's largest city today. Anti-immigration demonstrators in Toronto clashing with counter-protesters. Heavily armed police stepping in and arresting at least 10 people. CTV's Scott Lightfoot has the dramatic confrontations.
By the way, I am not upset at the Canada First rally people. They're exercising their constitutional rights, free speech. They're allowed to do this. The counter protesters showed up to try to start stuff. That's what they tried to do, to get them arrested.
Carrying the flag, they marched through the streets of Canada's most multicultural city, voicing their opinions on immigration policy in this country.
Right. Too many.
I'm not saying no to immigrants. I say
it's too many too soon.
We need to slow it down. We need to
slow down immigration. What's wrong with that?
Be more, I guess, careful about who we bring in.
Care about Canadians first before we let other people in. It's just like, you have a house, right? Don't you want to make sure that your house is in order before you let other people, before you open your doors to other people to come over to your house, or for them to come live with you? You want to make sure that your house is in order first, right? Don't you want to make sure that your house is in order first before you open your doors to let other people come in? But that's not what they did. They opened the doors and they come first before people that have already been here, that are born here in Canada. It's so crazy to me. But anyway, I digress.
To this country.
Joanna Jar is the founder of the Canada First movement.
Our duty is to uphold our history, protect our culture and identity. This is why we're here today.
Today, he organized a rally that began in Christie Pitts on the same day as similar rallies in other cities around the world, inviting like-minded Canadians to stand up for their beliefs.
When my parents came here in 1954, they assimilated.
That's
We're
right.
Catholic, but we don't wear it on our sleeve.
Also in the same park,
Okay, let me look at the definition. Yeah, but anyway, they assimilated, right? The immigrants that are coming over now, they don't even assimilate. They stay in enclaves. And they don't even follow Canadian laws anyway. So they don't assimilate.
larger and louder protest against the Canada First rally.
Not in our park, not in our community. You're not spreading that kind of racism and division in our neighborhoods.
For some, the chosen site where a riot involving anti-Jewish sentiment occurred in 1933 was enough to...
So let me understand something. So having common sense immigration policies, not open border policies, where you're not letting the brightest in here, not letting the best in here, right? So having common sense policies relating to immigration, that is racist. Ma'am, you're wrong. You're ill-informed. You're ill-informed. I don't think it's racist. No, I don't think so. It's common sense. Common sense will prevail.
Brought them out to protest.
I want to keep the fascists down. They're everywhere now. They were more powerful.
What about when the Liberal government was clapping for that
I don't want
Nazi
them to get
soldier?
that powerful again.
To this gentleman, what about when the Liberal government, Justin Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, remember when they were clapping for the Nazi sympathizer? How come you guys were quiet on that? How come you guys were so quiet on that? Hold on, let me see if I can find that. How come you guys were so quiet? How come you never called the Liberal Party racist when they were doing this? And then Justin Trudeau had to come out and apologize for that? So wait a minute. A person that says, hey, you know what? We need to have common sense policies relating to immigration. You call them racist. But when a Nazi, a former Nazi is in the parliament and everybody's clapping, you say not a word?
The Canadian Parliament accidentally paid tribute to a former Nazi while Volodymyr Zelensky was in attendance. Here's how this diplomatic incident unfolded. On Friday, September 22nd, the Ukrainian president visited Canada for the first time since the Russian invasion began. He was set to make a speech before Parliament. The Speaker of Canada's Parliament, Anthony Rota, invited 98-year-old Yaroslav Hunka, a veteran and constituent of his district in Ontario, whom he introduced as a hero, a Ukrainian-Canadian veteran of the Second World War who fought for Ukrainian independence against the Russians. Naturally, those present gave him a standing ovation. Volodymyr Zelensky, who is Jewish, raised his fist in recognition. But in reality, Yaroslav Hunka belonged to the 14th Division of the SS Waffen, a volunteer Ukrainian regiment under Nazi command. After the war, these Ukrainian soldiers were allowed to relocate to the West.
So when the Liberal government is clapping for a former Nazi, An actual former Nazi, you say not a word. You don't say a word, not a peep. You say nothing. But because patriots, Canada First patriots, are walking through the streets of Toronto saying, hey, you know, we got to have common sense policies when it comes to immigration, you call them racist. Just goes to show you.
Some 2,000 of them, including Yaroslav Hunka, are believed to have found refuge in Canada. The Canadian Parliament accidentally paid tribute to a former Nazi while Volodymyr Zelensky was in attendance. Here's how this diplomatic incident unfolded. On Friday, September 22nd,
counter-protesters encircled the Canada First rally, Toronto police forming a barrier between the two groups.
Nazi, right? But this is racist.
And when the Canada First rally took to the streets, it only took a few steps before the skirmishes began. Police ended up closing Bloor Street for a period of time. Tactical officers with riot weapons moved in. Although the crowd dispersed without issue, many rejoined the march, which made its way along Bloor before heading south. Protesters shouting down the marchers all the way along the route.
Scott Lightfoot, CTV News.
Immigration also in the spotlight in London, where more.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's a revolution going on. And you can try to hide from the revolution if you want. But I don't think that's going to be, I don't think that's going to happen.
6 people have been arrested.
Okay, I don't know if there's any other videos here that we have. I think that's it. Yeah, so anyway, there's skirmishes. You know, that's just what it is.